Here we have the Tesla Pant, or TSLA. I don't know, it has nothing to do with Tesla cars. The funny thing is there's no ratings for this except that they say it's made with ripstop and it's durable. According to the reviews, everyone that used them got wet, so that means there's probably next to no waterproofing. These were super cheap. They were marketed towards snowboarders on Amazon. I wanted to see how these would hold up. These, I think, are going to be straight trash. Oh, that's a good third-party HHH zipper. It's got a weird butt cargo. We're gonna see how that holds up. It didn't. Here's what's left of the Tesla. You can't tell that anything rubbed against this. It is made with ripstop, so this is a little more durable. This actually did a really good job of stopping the coarse sandpaper. Ah, they actually covered that seam. This is actually sewn together a little better than I thought it would be. They have those external drawstrings for pulling it over, velcroing it on, but when you pull it open, there's no elastic in there at all. It's got some material, but it's not elastic. So what that's gonna do is, it's just gonna bunch the pant up. It's not gonna give you any better of a fit. This seam is put together really well, the one that goes underneath the waist closure. Like, you got your cheap polyfill. There is nothing special about this or the internal nylon material. They sewed a cross seam right there so that the insulation wouldn't bunch up. So when you tear it apart, you can see this is really cheap polyfill. So here's one thing that they did do nicely for this, was that they put a stitch through the internal material, which is just this nylon, which is actually polyester, and what that did is it sewed into the insulation in the pant, so that way it doesn't bunch up and move around. That's actually a good thing to see. And that is a double stitch seam for the zipper, which is good, that's what you want. The other thing that's really sad is this is a single stitch on the pocket. Like, all the pockets are held together with single stitches. It's just not durable in the long run. We can see where they double stitched their seams, which is nice. So they double stitched their pocket on here, they double stitched the back flap, all the flex points, stuff like that. You get one snap, micro little storm flap in there to expand the cuff. There is a reinforcement on the back, which is totally a skier bullshit thing. And then when we pull out the gaiter to look at it, small, you do have a snap that also expands the gaiter to go over your boot. And you got 4 things of rubber on there just to give you added grip. This is a really chintzy, I mean super chintzy material for a gaiter. Like, I can see my skin through the other side of this. Like, there's nothing to this. This material, if snow goes up between your pant leg and this on your boot, it's gonna melt and it's gonna just leak right through. So the TSLA, or Tesla as I'm calling it, pant was just another Amazon recommended cheapie. These had ripstop on it. The water didn't just pool on it, it made a giant wet spot where it set. These things are ass. Like, you're gonna be wet in these. They're garbage. I figured they were gonna be garbage. It was not a standout at all.